this is a last minute decision, so I'm going to wait. Who's here? Okay, I don't... Hello! Yes, Annie is live. Okay, so did I do everything I was supposed to do, Marilyn? Like remove the little hearts? I haven't done this in a while. Okay, I don't like the background. How do I change that? Background. Ew, okay, no, that's not good. That's even worse. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I'm in the mountains. Hello. Perfect. Okay, so I remember every time I go live, the last couple of times I forgot to do a couple of changes, the hearts, and on my part, I forgot to change some of the description. But you're saying it looks good. Awesome. So this will be probably either the last video of the year on the channel, or I might, if the kids cooperate with me, film our Christmas morning and little gathering and make a collage. And that will be the last one for the year. You have, yes, true. I have 2 moderators here. Okay. I don't think I wrote member only. Did I do that? I thought I wrote subs. Let's do that. I'm going to change it. The second time or third time I went live in the morning, I had like a troll come in. I didn't want that. Now it's supposed to be subs for the 5 first minutes. And it's already been 3, so. How are you guys? I haven't chatted with you in such a long time. I'm having a hard time catching up in the group chat. And every time I pop in, pop out, I write something, and then when I come back, you guys like have switched subjects like 20 times. It's a hard time for me to catch on. So since the 2 of you are here, I can get some of your news. Oh, and by the way, if Darren, you watch this on replay. Wait. Let's see. You advertise those, I think, like on day 1. I got myself 2. I already lost 1. My daughter claimed it. So, we love gnomes. He's so cute. When I saw it, I was like, okay. And there's a story behind all of this. So don't feel bad for eating Fédéro Rocher. So we are December 20th. I think a little bit of indulgence, not too much, because we will indulge probably on the 24th, 25th. And I saw that you were seeing family and all. So just a little, not too much. Or if you want to go all out, you can go and do a coffee Bailey's. Okay, so there's a story behind this cup. So I got it, I think, beginning of November. And then we have a lovely Canada Post strike here. So I messaged Darren. I'm like, Darren, I've paid for shipping, but they went on strike. So what do you want to do? You're like 3.5 hours away from me. So we started searching for alternatives for shipping companies. So I went, I did 2 or 3 quotes. He also did 2 or 3 quotes. He came back with the price of the shipping, and I was like, that's like 1 tank of gas for me to go pick it up. Might as well like do it as a trip. And I just left it as that. And then my husband's like, oh, I'm going to Quebec City next week. So I'm like, what? You're going to Quebec City? Well, near Quebec City. And I was trying to figure out a way to meet up with Darren somewhere around there. And Fred and Darren managed to meet up somewhere that was convenient for both of them, and I was able to get my mugs. So my joke of like, it's going to cost me a tank of gas to go pick it up. Fred was going there for work. So it just worked perfectly. I am so happy. Or I would have to wait. Now Canada Post is now open, but I don't know how long backed up boxes and letters are. So I probably would have gotten in the new year. So I'm so happy that Darren and Fred was able to get it to me. I have been just this month. What does that mean? Yeah, Fred Courier Express. That explains it all. Okay, have two. With a big glass of milk. Yeah, I was so happy. Courier Express. Like, the price for 2 mugs to leave, I don't know if it's around Quebec City. It's probably around there, to Montreal, nearby my house. Well, Montreal's an hour and a half. Well, an hour and something. And $90. I was like, oh my God, no. Like $90, that's like 1 tank of gas for me. So it turns out we did pick it. Well, Fred picked it up, and I'm so happy. Oh, a blah mood. I so feel you. This year is, I think, the first year that I'm not burnt out. I am exhausted, but I don't think it's like for the same reason. Tomorrow is the 21st of December, which is the longest night of the year. So I would say I still did paddleboarding in August. I think I went in September also. But since September, I've pretty much been cooped up, only going out to feed the animals, pick up certain things around the house. We did prepare our tunnel for our chickens, and like picking up everything around so that when Fred passes the snowblower, the kids' toys don't pass on the blower and all of that. So I haven't really been spending a lot of time outside. So I think like when I'm feeling the blah is like not having enough vitamin D. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. I know Marilyn said I should ice fishing while knitting or something like that. No, what did you suggest in my video? I was looking for an activity compared to paddleboarding. You suggested something. Ice fishing on knitting? I forgot. Do you remember what you said? So I think it's pretty much because I've been cooped up, and the school for one of my boys is not working out. And I'm having a very hard time with him. And we're trying to figure out solutions. And I've been stressed a lot and losing sleep over it. So mixed with not a lot of outdoor activities and not playing with soil, dirt. Yeah, the blah. I have Wendy's family Christmas gathering on the 22nd and the anniversary. I remember it's this week. I will pray for you on the 23rd. It's your second winter? It's been really dark and gloomy. Yeah, I think so too. Like today it's gloomy. And then also yesterday was gloomy. Yeah, so yeah, true. That doesn't help also. That's probably why I chose the mountains. Third. Wow, time flies. Wow. Ice something. Let me think. Okay, wait. I think it was on my English channel. Hold on, let me go check. So if you're watching this on replay, I want to take this opportunity to, I did write year-end talk. If you want to add in the chat what you have learned this year that you want to change over next year. Wait, where was that? I know it was like saying goodbye. Where was that? Ice boarding? Ice boarding. I used to be able just to go for my comments. Now I can't. Okay, let's go video. No. Okay, hold on. I'll find it. I'll be patient. Is it this one? Where is it? Saying goodbye. Okay, I got it. Okay, wait. Ice canoeing or ice knitting. That was funny. Ice knitting. That was like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. The boys want to go ice fishing. But last year there was an accident on the ice. Was it last year or the year before? There was a pickup truck that went through the ice. And I don't think it froze enough for anyone to... Is Fred home? Oh. No. Okay. So I don't think it froze enough for ice fishing. So we did tell the boys that if the ice does... Hello! How are you, Mountain Grandma? So if it does freeze enough, I'm going to have to face that fear and walk on ice. Thick ice. I cannot. I'm terrified of thin ice. I have an ugly garden with nets next year. I can't fight the garlic, onion, leek bugs, the carrot flies, and cabbage moth. I feel you. I feel you on that. So there's two options you can do. I saw this. Where did I see this? Many, many years back. I think she's on Instagram. She used to have a backyard garden and she rented a plot. It's in the United Kingdom. And she converted a tempo, like I'm doing, into a netting area. Her cabbage was in there. So it's not a dome. It's not a greenhouse. It's a walk-in netting area. And all her brassica family was there. And the netting she chose, I think she went with bird netting. Obviously, you'll have the slug problem, but slug is only one thing. Rotation of crop, but I'm sure you already do that. I was thinking of doing a dome like that last year for my squashes and melons and cucumbers and all of that, but it didn't come to fruition. But at least the way that she was organizing it, she had a spring garden. So she was utilizing the indoors with the cabbages. And then within the fall, the summer towards the fall, she was utilizing the exterior for, I think it was cucumbers. I think it was cucumbers. So yes, it does look ugly, but there's a way of like putting like flowers. There is a type of flower that vines, nasturtium. There's a variety of nasturtium that vines. There are sweet peas that vines. There is. There's another one. I know there's another one that vines. Morning glory. What's it called? Something Susan. Forgot the name. But at least like only that area of the garden would be like ugly. But carrot flies, the only way I was able to not have carrot flies is I sacrificed one row of carrot and I interplanted Black Eyed Susan. No, is it Black Eyed Susan? Black Eyed Susan. Yeah, it does. You're absolutely right. And there's another variety also. There's another variety. Anyways, I'm sure like you know much better flowers than me. So, but those are the ones that I know. But the flies, the carrot flies, I interplant. I think it was summer onions, like green onions. They were sacrificial, but I did harvest a couple out of them. There's another year I did my leeks between them, and the garlic and the onions and the leek, the bugs. There's nothing you can do other than net or option B. Mama homemade does that bitika. I'm not too fond of it. So, but you got to do what you got to do. It is considered an organic product, but I'm not comfortable. So yeah, I will have a couple of rows with row covers. The alternative would be to take a break so that when they come out next year, they'll go, wait a minute, there's nothing here. We're going to move out and be an optimistic gardener. Wouldn't that be nice? I read that in a blog post saying that one year I should not plant squash, cucumbers, melons, anything that attracts the squash bug, the cucumber beetle, or the vine borers. I should just like stop minimum 1 to 2 years. I'm like, yeah, but I love cucumbers. I can't do that to my kids. Like we eat like 5-6 cucumbers in one eating. Can't do that. So no. I used bitika last year, but they too deep escaped last year and leaves. Yeah. No onions, leek, and garlic, and carrots. Yeah. Carrots. This year I did the oh, I forgot to film it. I just had like a realization. So I did do a live where I was sowing seeds of carrots in little mini 3/4 soil blockers. So might as well just give you the update now. So it went fantastic. It was a little bit of a hassle to transplant. But I did not plant them where I wanted to plant them, so the soil was not loose enough. So I had like those little minion carrots. They were delicious, and I didn't weed that garden at all. So I think I have to put them someplace else next year in a very, very loosey garden bed. I will be purchasing some grow bags next year. So I think I'm just going to plant my carrots in grow bags with loosey soil. Part of my plan for next year, we have 3 or 4 garden beds that I have to break down, take the soil, put it into grow bags, and then build them again, and then it's going to be like a little hassle like we did this year. So this year I had one that was emptied, so we started fresh. So when the year started, we built that first one, and then I just took the second bed that was full. I just dumped it into that first one. So it was a good start. So I might just end up breaking down one of the garden beds, put everything in grow bags, and then whatever's left, dump it on others that need it, so that I don't have to spend that much money on soil. I did put my chickens in my tunnel this year, and I thought it was like a marvelous idea. Oh my God, they're destroying everything. So the soil is not wet. So the soil is dry right now. So they're digging holes everywhere. And at the moment, it's not looking too pretty. And there's certain things that there's not going well. So they're using the nest box for roosting. In the roost box, the bar that we put, they're not using it, and they're using the top of the rabbit cages for roosting. So I have like manure where I'm not supposed to. So they're not laying eggs where they're supposed to. I'm finding eggs in places that so I have to fix that. So we're waiting for a good sunny day so that it is comfortable outside to work. So I have to relocate that, or maybe just relocate the chickens back where they're supposed to be. So the goal there, in my mind, I was utilizing 3 to 4 birds, put them in the garden, finish weeding I think there was like 5 rows I had left to weed, because this year I weeded half the garden. The in-ground garden is all weeded. I've put manure, and then I've put like a thick layer of leaves. So half of my in-ground garden is ready for planting in the spring. I've never done that. I think only the first year I've done that, and I'm really excited about that. And on the other side, I have 2 rows that are weeded, garlics inside, and I have leaves over it, and then I had the rest. So I was thinking my chickens were going to do the job. But the ladies did not want to be in that pen. They were running away and going back to their pen, the regular pen, where there was no green, there was no grass, there was no weeds, there was no bugs, but they preferred their area. So that was a fail. So I have to start that in the spring with other birds. And I'm like, I didn't weed the tunnel, so I'm going to just put all the birds in there. Oh my God. Did not go as planned at all. But it's okay. They did weed part of it. The rabbit manure is falling down on the ground, and soon it's not, I think it's going to be okay next week. The temperature is going to go up. I'm going to take the manure and put it on the rows, and then let the chicken scratch a little bit, and then I'm going to put them back in their regular coop. So I was like super excited for this winter. There are no ducks, so I have no wet areas, and I was like, I'm going to put them in the tunnel. I'm going to have a awesome winter. Water's not going to freeze that much. They're going to scritch and scratch. They're going to have food all winter. Okay, obviously I won't be able to sow lettuce and greenery in the spring. I won't be able to utilize it for early planting, but it's going to be fertile. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Fail. Did not work out like I wanted. Chickens are creatures of habit. I had to tear down an old coop as they kept Yeah. And those are my 3 youngest. And one of them was being neglected and pecked at. And I introduced her this year, and usually you don't introduce one chicken, you introduce at least 2. So I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Like, I'm going to make her bond with the 2 youngest after her, and they're going to have fun. It's going to be fun. Nope, that did not go according to plan. Mine were afraid of sprouted wheat. Really? I actually had to break one, that the new one that I got this year. Uh, I have no idea why she would not sleep in the coop at night. She was sleeping on a cattle panel that was wiggling, so she had to figure out how to stop wiggling her body, and at one point she just falls asleep outside. So there's one day we put the camera outside and put it towards the coop, and we looked and she was on the panel. So we went outside and we were two of us, put her in the coop. Fred wakes up super early in the morning and he wakes me up. She's like the little she's still on the fence. She found a way to escape. So I'm like, she's very lucky we don't have predators here, because, well, she could have went in the tree and she would have been safe. The only predator that we're seeing here is what do you call those? There's big birds, des charognards. Anyways, there's big birds that could actually pick her up, but because like we have like a humongous tree over them, she would somewhat be protected. We have occasional, once in a couple of blue moon. No, not vultures. Yeah, a hawk. Yeah, I think there's a hawk, but we haven't seen it in such a long time. So I think it went further down, or Ontario. And raccoons. Ironically, we don't have raccoons. I think I've seen one or two raccoons in like my 8 years I was here. 7, 8. I lost track. And we did see a coyote in the next village. So they spotted a coyote about 15 kilometers away. The chances that they cross over are slim, but now that they are in the tunnel, and Fred, he put something around so that Luna doesn't scratch to go play with the birds, so that it's somewhat protected. So if we do have an attack, that thing will have to work very hard to get it. Yes, I tried again to get them out because I need to clean the coop. It didn't. They hate the snow. They don't like the snow here either. So what we do is we snow blow. The first couple of years, oh, you can't see my face. So the first couple of years, we would, the pen was big enough so that we can use a snowblower. Now our porch, there's a covered porch in their area, so that like, and then we put plastic around it. So we put the plastic where the wind comes. So the wind comes from a certain place. So we do 3 walls of plastic, and then the front part we only cover partially so that there's like a good airflow going on. So they don't have that much snow. But I remember the ducks. Oh my god, when it was snowing and there was no covered porch, they had like the most fun, and they would make the biggest mess of all times. I have to admit, there's a part of me that will not miss them because of that. Winter, when it's established, is okay because they're going to go outside, they're going to eat snow, that's their water. But once like the early fall is okay, late fall, early winter, I hate it with them. And then thawing. Oh my god, thawing was the worst. They would create mud puddles like everywhere. And then at night it would freeze. What's going on my street? There's a big truck. I feel I sidetracked. I was talking about the garden and then I sidetracked at chickens and lost track. I wanted to say something. Push it. We did that. So this year we don't have it and I'm worried. So the little temple door area is perfect because my door last year froze. And I had to, not last year, the year before. So last year we had like this little, I would say 18 inches deep little temple structure in front of my tunnel where my rabbits are. And years prior, the door froze and I wasn't able to enter the temple where my bunnies were. And I had to bring in boiling hot water and like, the thing to break the ice. It took us about an hour for the door to set free. And hello. We're not talking about food. Now that you're here, we're going to talk about food. So I would highly suggest it. A little porch in front of your, a nice chipper. It's like, I don't know how to, c'est une tranche en français. Tranche à glace. This year we didn't have time to do it, but we did change the hinge on the door. So we're supposed to push the door in instead of pulling it out. Technically, it's supposed to be fine, but if we miss one snow and then it freezes at night, we're screwed. What do you mean by that? Is that addressed to me? I know it's like a big time investment, like to create like this little structure in front of your chicken coop. But I find that, I think yours it's not a tunnel, it's an actual building, right? And having that there, obviously, like if I was able to have a building, an actual building in the front door, I would utilize that little porch to put salt, tools that I need during the winter. So let's just say that you need a shovel, salt, sand, whatever you would need to get to your chicken coop. I would put it there. Like I would like do like a winter storage area where you have everything you need. That's what I would do. We are slowly converting the shed in the back, adapting it to that. But Fred did a humongous porch in front of the actual chicken coop, the building chicken coop. And if we want, we could put the snowblower there, salt, the feed of the chickens. We could put a lot of things under there. And therefore, if Fred needs to fix any tools in the winter, he has that porch. Obviously, it's not heated. And then we change the door wider so that small tools or things that he needs to bring inside can go actually in the shed. It was a little investment, but I don't mind. I don't mind that investment at all. But this year, the structure for the temple converter structure, he didn't do it, and I'm hoping that nothing happens. Well, chickens. Oh yeah, true. It is food. True. Une tranche, tu sais pas c'est quoi? It's a rectangle piece that's attached to a manche à balai, genre. And you smack ice with it and it just breaks down. You've never used that? It is a building with outdoor pens where I try to push them in. So yeah, ice bath. I don't have to put ash this year in the tunnel. They're utilizing my soil, and I've put diatomic earth in one spot. No, true. We use a mixture here. It's like salt and sand and something else, I think. But I don't use it in the backyard because they're way too close from my garden. In front, where the stairs are to actually go to the road, I don't mind using it because if I have someone coming over, I don't want them to sue me because they fell down my stairs. So I do put salt on my stairs in front. Everything that's in the back, I either just put sand or just break it because it's way too close to the garden. Okay, let me try to find a picture for you. Oh, they call it coupe glace. $16 at Rona. Wait. That you're going to see. That I'm no longer in the mountains. I don't know if you can see it. Ça, c'est une branche. Like you smack that in the ice and it breaks, and then you can push under and it breaks the snow even more. I know I wanted to say something. So someone said to me some seed places are having sales. I wanted to share that, but I forgot to write. Jardin. So you're going to find out at the same time as me. And if you're here, and you from Mama Homemade, can you remind me who's having seed sales? Because soon, oh yes. Hit that like button, please. YouTube does not like me at the moment. It's not pushing out my videos. You're not using that tool. I love that tool. We broke it last year. Like I think my dad gave it to me when I moved out. And we broke it. Okay, so let's see. Jardin Les Comme is not having a seed sale. She said some of the seed places were having sales. Free shipping? No. Okay, so I guess I missed it. Okay, so I did write year-end talk. I did say if you're watching this on replay, I put it in the chat. So, Tammy. Oh, sorry. I thought Rebel Counter was here. Did I miss? Is Tammy here from Rebel Counter? Okay, no, sorry. Okay, so Mountain Grandma. I feel very bad. Is your first name also Tammy? I feel terrible now. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, so Echo Seed, if you're in Canada, Echo Seed Bank is, okay, I'm going to write it down. So Echo Seed Bank is having a 25% off. Oh, my bad. I forgot your first name. I'm terrible. Okay, so Echo Seed Bank, that's in Canada. And the flat rate for shipping is $4.99. That's awesome. Let's see. So as I'm searching that, is there a year-end thing that you want to share? Something you've learned, something you want to change? Or if you're a gardener and you've learned something and you want to adapt it, share it. because it is almost year end, and I don't know if I will be able to do another chit chat like this. I'm with the kids and the husband for the next 3 weeks, and where I am right now, this is the big living area, so having a live with everyone in the house is not possible. So what's another one? Am I gardener? Let's see if he has a sale. No, I don't think so. 2025, we're here. Ooh, he has new stuff coming out. Uh-oh. Let me ask her. I'm going to do that. Because if you didn't know, normally I start planning my garden in January. So I go through the holidays. I have like this year-end ritual that I always do every year. I sit down in my personal life, professional life, homestead life, and I sit down and I have like this real talk with myself, and I accept the things that either frustrated me, either whatever, like negative emotion, and then I try to make it better the next year. And I try to go with a goal for the year, for the next year. I don't normally do this in December. I sit down September, October, November, and then before the year end, I have like a clear vision of what I want, or somewhat clear vision of what I want for next year. We will build a new, where did the comment go? We will build a new compost place. Oh, nice. I'm working on January videos, needs content to make to spring. What type of content are you looking to create? So there is one thing that, so I'm going to say professional, because YouTube is, my English channel is mainly a job for me. So I've come to realize that either YouTube does not like me, or whatever I'm publishing now is only going to take off within the next couple of months or weeks, year. I've saw something going on this year. My videos that I normally post about canning, gardening, anything around homestead that I create is going to pick up the year after. I have videos from last 2-3 summers where I can, and I show how-to videos about preserving, canning, recipes, garden, tea blends, and all of that. They're only picking up the year after, or more than a year after. So I'm trying to make YouTube love me again, and I'm having a hard time. When I say YouTube, I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying the AI doing all of that for us. It's not, my channel is not being pushed to new people, and therefore my channel is suffering. So I am looking into, I'm analyzing my analytics so that next year, like CR is saying, creating content in advance. So I started doing that with my French channel, and it's actually working very well. In 1 month, I was able to create, where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have 7 videos, 2 of them being English. They are uploaded, ready. Some of them still need tweaking. And like my French one, I was able to prepare everything till the first week of January. I wasn't able to do it in English because I had sick kiddos and life happened and it's Christmas and I kind of lost motivation. And I did not want just to film something to film something. I want to stop doing that. Like I want to share quality content that you guys will enjoy. And the ones that I've created in English, the one I created in French, I've already done it in English. It's just content that I'm reusing or adjusting for my French channel. So technically that's something I want to do for my English. I want to utilize the early months of the year to plan and have multiple videos ready on the channel. I might also change my publishing schedule. I'm working on January with new content. Yes, January is so fun because it's full of potential. Yeah, well, actually, I think last year I started in January some seeds. I think I started strawberries. And I already have sweet potato slips going on because I really want to have sweet potatoes next year. Yeah, I have to agree with that. So if let's just say that I want to take a little break in French, I can. And I'm using I'm trying something new. So I think we are all content creators right now. So I'm using certain vlogs that I had, like I'm showing my daily activities, and then at the end of the video or during the video I have a how-to technique to do jam. And then I'm seeing that not many actually reach to the how I make my jam. So I'm just retaking that content of jam creating and creating a new video. So with one vlog, I'm creating like a vlog and a how-to at the same time with barely any effort with the second one because it's already almost all done. I just change up a little bit of like B-roll, and there's more B-roll in vlogs when I do my how-tos. There's a bit more like talk over and the videos are shorter. Oh, I'm not ahead at all. Like English, I'm done for the year. I might do like a little vlog of my Christmas, and if I can manage to squeeze in like, when is the 31st? 31st. So the 31st is on Tuesday. So if I can squeeze in a live somewhere, if the kids are outside and I have everyone cooperating, I can maybe squeeze in at the end of the year. That's why I wrote year-end talk, because in case I'm not able to squeeze it in. Because lives are getting harder and harder for me to do, especially Sunday nights. The kids all go to bed later, and I normally stay on between an hour and an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. And if I start at 9 on a Sunday night, everyone's going to work the next day. So I don't feel comfortable staying here till like 11, and then school starts on Monday and I start the week tired. I need to get ahead like you all. It's hard to do when I work full time. Yeah. Do what you can. Come on, Grandma, CR. Do you mean? No, schedule helps you. And by default, YouTube knows what to do with you because like you're always posting at the same time. The host, the creator. We're trying to go with that. Can change what videos you want out that week time. Yeah. I think it's Tammy from Rebel Counter that tells me that. So she does shorts. So that's 1 minute videos of a subject. I'm just going to go a coffee cup, drinking a coffee. She's going to do 2 to 3 shorts with that one. She goes and she films one specific moment, and then the 2 to 3 times, but with different angles, different music. And she will post one for this week example, and then she said she was posting it in 1 year. So if at the moment she's filming herself drinking coffee, which is a winter cup with fire, she uses it again about at the same time the next year. I find it, for shorts, it's very useful. If you are a canning person, you could film yourself when you're in canning mania and you're canning nonstop. You can film. And then on your computer, or I have like this, I don't want to break it, a drive. So when I have multiple subjects, this is what I was doing. I had multiple subjects. I was filming, and then later on I was editing. So I was filming, the next day I was uploading onto my computer, and I would create the date, that the main subject of the video that I want to do, and I was opening a little Word document, and I was writing what was the flow of the video I wanted to create. So let's just say that I want to show a slow day, canning jam, and then making bread. Like, I would write all of those things in that little document, and then I would upload all of the videos that I have. And when I was getting to editing, I was reading that little document, giving me like the flow, the vibe of what I wanted to create, and it helped me out editing videos. So let's just say you have 20 canning videos and you want to publish 5 for this year. You can still publish 5 the next year, and then 5 in the fall, and then 5 in the fall the year after. So you would be ahead with those videos. Okay, do you know how to take a video to make a short? Okay, so a friend of mine told me there are some applications and online sites that you can bring in a video and they will give you shorts. A couple of shorts for each of your videos. I have not personally tried it because I haven't searched for any names, but I know there are some apps and there are some sites that you can use one video to create a short. Does that help? Yeah, some are not free. Obviously, better quality, they're never free. So I'm going to share what I've learned this year. Well, I've learned it last year, but I fully grasped it this year. I said that I did not go into burnout. I am somewhat exhausted, but I think it's more, like I said earlier, because I did not expose myself to as much sun as the summer, and I'm like cooped up inside the house. Yes, that helps. Okay, so what I've learned last year was to stop overdoing stuff, and if it doesn't work, if it really doesn't work, try to either find a way to make it work or just let it go. There are some things that I'm letting go, homesteading wise, in my personal life also, in YouTube also. So in homesteading, I let go of my ducks this year. I cried so much when there's 2 ladies that came to pick them up, and I was devastated when I gave pure breed. I paid a fortune for them. I had a pure breed Cayuga, female. I had one hybrid. And I had a blue, what was his name? Blue Indian runner duck. They're very rare. And then I had Kiwi, Donald, Peanut. Then I had a mixed Cayuga with Indian runner duck. I had another one. Oh yeah, I had a black Indian runner male. They're all purebred. I think they were like $25 or $30 each when I got them, and I gave them away. And one, like, my pet duck died over the summer, and that was a shock for me when she died. I think she's like 5 or 6 years old, and I'm somewhat relieved that she did not have to go, that she passed here. But I realize now that we no longer have the ducks, I'm happy that they're gone, because here was not the best place for them. Yes, I'm sure I gave them the best life that I could here, but they deserved much more space, and I'm somewhat relieved that they're gone. So I did learn that when I started homesteading, I wanted to do everything. So I got the chickens, the duck, the meat birds, the this, the that, the this, and I kind of spread myself so thin that there's so much one person can do. I did learn that last year, but to the extent that I know it this year, we have to learn to let certain things go. So I've spoken to a couple of homesteaders. They're downsizing on a lot of things, and they're concentrating much more on the things that are important. So eggs for us are important, and meat birds, we're 90% sure we're not going to do it next year. I did say that we were not going to do it in 2024, but I think we're going to take a break, at least 1 year break. We did find certain places that we can purchase good quality chicken, and I did not get pork this year. And unless my friend reach out to me and say I have a pork, I don't think I will have a full pork anymore. I think I would only take half. And I'm thinking more into switching up to beef. And I would like also, if I can find pasture raised agneau. I think what's agneau in English? Lamb? Is it lamb? Yeah, it's lamb. So I would like to, and I'm trying to convince Fred to go hunting for moose or anything game for meat. But that's like more like maybe down the road. But I don't think I'm going to do chicken. So basically what I've learned is like, you can't do it all. And I keep saying it. Like, you can't. This year I did not injure myself. I did not fall ill like a no big cold or anything. But burnout is real. Burnout is real. It exists. Not only like I burnt myself out homesteading, mom, wife, content creator, like my entire life I burnt out. And now 1 year later, I'm not burnt out, but I did learn a lot. And I know that homesteading wise, I will have to make realistic goals for I would say 90% solar homesteader. My husband works 60 to 70 hours a week. He's out of the house by 4 o'clock in the morning, and we're not getting younger. Yes, I am young at heart, so I have the drive to do stuff because like I'm not working for anyone else than myself. So it makes it easier, but 60 to 70 hours a week is like, I can't depend on him. He does the infrastructure. We are looking into making everything easier for me, but that's going to take time. Lamb. Yes, Hickory Croft. I know that I think they're about an hour and a half away from my house. I would have to ask them. I would have to ask them. Again, I don't think I still have their information. Okay. Mm-mm. No. I have to ask them. But I'm going to write this down because I'm going to forget it. So, can you send me, Marilyn, about, I know it's per pound, and I know it's probably going to go up because everything's going up. Can you send me in message the price you paid per pound? Because I'm probably going to reserve in the spring. I'm going to write this in my agenda in January. Okay, so the kids go back to school on the 8th, so I'm going to do that. So, Hickory Croft. So I would say, like, the main thing I've learned is to stop acting like if I was a family homestead. My kids are in school most of the year. And this summer, I think I'm going to have 2 kids with me, at least one, because Emilia no longer wants to go to camp. And Philip, if they have not changed up their system, he does not want to go there. So I might have the kids this year. So I don't have a specific idea of what my summer will look. Obviously, I'm going to go paddleboarding with those 2 and go fishing and go out on adventures. So it is going to be different. But I've abandoned that vision of like Justin Rhodes, Roots and Refuge Farm, and all those families that the man and the wife and the kids are like working on the homestead. I've abandoned that. I've made peace with it. Maybe this year it's going to be different. Maybe 2025, it's going to be the year where I have my kids more interested, more involved, but it's going to be like a bonus. Wait. I missed a couple of comments. Burnout. I don't know if my meat bird. Yeah, so meat birds, I'm just going to go. The chicken I normally buy from Costco, there is an organic full chicken wrapped in 2. So I might go, every time I go at Costco, grab 2 of those. And we normally buy thighs, the pilon, the leg part, and breast. So I could just go, one time I go, I'm going to go buy 2 chickens and then the maybe like 1 thigh. And then the time after I go, then buy something else. The beef there also is good. I do have a friend that sells beef, and I normally buy 50 to 60 pound every time. It is getting expensive. And the beef there also is good. There is lamb there also, and there is also veal at Costco that my stomach tolerates. I'm on vacation since December 6th, and I'm really not ready to go back. I still feel you. I'm happy that it took long break. That is probably going to be the biggest, best gift that you give yourself. Wait, I thought... You're so sweet. Did you think I was 29? Oh my God, you're so sweet. Burnout is very real. My husband is disabled. Yeah, burnout is real. I can't say it enough. In one of the videos I made, our lives are thousands of miles per hour and we never stop. Like, I listen to some people talking to me about their holidays and they're like, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this. I'm like, do you breathe? Somewhere in there, do you stop and breathe? Because it is important. Really not that bad. They're loud. Okay. Definitely I will make the trip. Oh, really? That's not so bad. I saw the message you sent me. Hello, Jill. Yeah, it is. And I'm trying to have realistic goals for the year 2025. So there are certain things that I forgot to say. So I'm no longer going to put so much pressure on myself to start everything from seeds here at my house. So we are in phase, I lost count, but we're finalizing the rough portions of the end part of the house. So after so many years of like back and forth of what we want, we finally figured out something. And I'm gonna have a grow room in where it is supposed to be. So we are on we don't have a foundation here, so it's a crawl space. And there is one area that has a concrete, I think it's called footing, or anyways, there is one place in my house that I can stand up. We have to pour concrete in certain areas, and we're going to create a seed room dash maybe fridge and freezers downstairs, and I'm going to bring all my seed operation under the house. I'm no longer going to have plants all over the place with racking and clutter and all of that. And I'm really happy. So that means this year I have to accept that I probably will not have enough space to fit my 2 racks. I might just have place for one, which is fine, because peppers, I can buy them. I think it was $5.25 for 12 peppers, 12 pepper plants. And I bought so much pepper plant last year, and I sowed so many pepper plants, and I failed because I plant, I think it was Fox that told me that I shouldn't plant them with pole beans, and I did, and they did terrible. And I crammed up. It was supposed to be 4 pepper plants. I put 6 in each of my grow bags. So I think I'm gonna go over quality and quantity, but like I'm just gonna find like the perfect balance. And like try to stop playing that favorite game of tic-tac-toe. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm also finding that there is a calling. I did share that I studied holistic practices, so I have became a Reiki master within the last couple of months, and I've been practicing a lot on myself and sharing it with friends. I do not have like an actual practice where I receive people and have like give receipts and all that. It's like mainly just for my circle, and I'm continuing that parkour of studying. I don't know where that will bring me. So that's like my 2 professionals. So I'm studying, and I'm using YouTube as professional, but I also have personal in there, because when I do lives, when you guys respond to comments, there's a community part of it. So I, like you said, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to create the content that I feel that goes with my authentic self, but also that goes with back to basics. I'm cleaning while I type and listen. So no corny jokes. like time, Time, with Thyme. I haven't seen one today. I'll do Santa Clara for the meat again. Not me birds per se, but they still get. Yeah, they do. They food chat. Food. There's so much people on my street today. What's going on? Oh, I have to take that. I'll be right back. Oh, you had to do it. That was my husband. I had to pick up. Hello. She said create. I'm trying to be more realistic, but we're going to see. So, professional and personal, I said it. I am getting, I think Tracy said this to me, as older as I get, I am getting more and more sage. How do you say that in English? Sage. Marlène? Marlène? What is sage in French? I mean, in English. Wait. I learned from my mistakes. Yes, wise. That's what I was looking for. Yes, as I'm getting older, so 29, I am still 29 plus experience. I am getting wiser, and I'm realizing that I am focusing way too much and dedicating way too much energy towards something I don't think I will ever achieve. And I would rather spend that time doing something that will bring me joy. Therefore, that's why this year I did paddleboarding. I did something for me. I did something for my family. Like after so many years of sacrifice, I started crying when I put my board away. Like, you remember the video I said I'm saying goodbye. I actually cried when we stored it, because that thing brought me so much freedom. Yes, I know I'm on a board, and if it's 11 feet long and 30 inches wide, if I fall off, I'm going to fall in the water. But it brought me so much freedom. I was leaving the house. I had, this is going to be our little secret. I was leaving laundry, unfolded laundry on the kitchen table, sink full of dishes. And I was like, bye, I'm leaving. I can't do this. I can't deal with this. I'm going to the water. I'm packing food. I would make like these beautiful lunches for myself. I brought like cheese crackers, salami. I had like this little mini cheese plates. I was going on the water to read, to write my journal, and meditating. It was so fun. Obviously, I could probably do like what Marilyn says. I could go ice boarding, put my board on ice and just sit there and hope it doesn't break my board. Or I could just like bring a board of water. Oh, you're getting hungry. Cheese plate. So that's another thing I've learned. I need to invest much more time into what brings me happiness. I'm going to say it again. I have to invest much more time in stuff, doing stuff that brings me joy instead of frustration. Obviously, I am growing. Yeah, cheese miss. Num, num, num. Obviously, I am a mom. I am a wife. There are some responsibilities, but there will always be clothes to fold. There will always be dishes to wash. I have kids. I have 3 kids. And one's 12, one's 10. So the teen years are starting. So there's a lot of that attitude and a lot of that hard work coming into. So I rather do something that brings me joy than just do another load of laundry. Yes, we still have clothes. Don't worry. We have loads of clothes. When I'm doing laundry, I'm like, are we 20 in this house? And I didn't know because, like, there's so much clothes. A very important holiday celebrated on the 18th of December every year to celebrate the meaning of life. Cheese. Don't ask me why cheese is the meaning of life. You have to ask you. Okay, so definition of the Urban Dictionary. Okay. So there is this mom online that started a business, and I showed it to my friend. It's like, if I could encourage her, I probably will. I probably would. And if I could freeze it, I probably would too. And I would buy like a dozen. So it's like mini cheese plates. So the size of it is about, I would say, maybe 10-inch long, little mini board that has a handle. And on there is cheese cut in slices. And then there's meat. And there's something, I think there's crackers or pieces of bread, something like that. And it's wrapped and shrink wrapped. You know those, Marilyn, I know those, you hate those. Vacuum seal. It's vacuum sealed on top. And you can just bring it anywhere. So I would buy a couple of those. Obviously, I would not put the crackers, and I would just bring the crackers. If it's vacuum seal, you can freeze it, and I could bring it on my little adventures on my board. And I would be with boatloads of little wood boards that I can use as plates after. Our washing machine is only taking small loads. Oh, fudge. I bought, okay, before the ones that I own now, I bought commercial size washer. I was so sick and tired of doing small loads. I was exhausted. Like I was doing like 10, 15 loads. Like we buy our washer and dryer used. I think since we've been here, we've bought a couple. And when I bought those, they're like commercial size, but available to the public. So it's not the big commercial ones that you buy. It's like the one just before. And I was like in heaven. So I had a commercial size washer and a commercial size dryer. When those died, I was so sad. So the ones that we now have, they're just a bit smaller. But my dryer is smaller than my washer because like we had to buy. Our dryer was working. It was only our washer that was broken. So we bought a washer, and the guy's like, for $50, do you want the dryer? My husband's like, okay, fine. We can stack them, save space. So I'm like, okay. So I can't do full loads in the washer because it won't fit in the dryer. But we sold our commercial size dryer so that we can stack them. So Fred's like, okay, what we'll do is we'll live with this for a little while, and then we can just look for a same size dryer that is stackable. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I can only do 3/4 load in the washer, and then so that it fits in the dryer. But like, there's so much clothes. So Fred did the laundry this time. I do 1 week, he does the other week. And he was done. He took the last load of laundry, he put it on the table. I'm like, I'll fold it. Can you make dinner? And he's like, okay. So I started folding, and I see Emilia coming down the stairs with like 2 loads of laundry. I'm like, what the? Where did that come from? She's like, oh, I did the cleaning of my room. I'm like, you little... Dude, ... I can't say the bad word here. And okay, when you say Anne, are you talking to me? I just want to make sure because I'm Annie with a Y, but it's okay. No cheesy joke. Dave, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Little Marcus stopping by. Hello from my apartment. It has been a while. I haven't done regular lives in a very long time. Since you're here, I'm going to take the opportunity of saying it again. So to finish professional wise, I think I'm going to be doing 2 videos a month and a live, a day live. I'm gonna try that. And like I've been saying it, I've been wanting to create vlog type content for so long, and that's what I'll be doing. So I'm gonna convert to slowly, and I'm trying to learn how to do that. It's a different filming style. And when I'm gonna do videos in my vlogs, when I'm gonna do like I'm going to say it. So let's just say I'm going to do a canning recipe. I'm going to make sure that after an extra video, so it's going to be like a bonus video for that month, I'm going to do the how-to video separately for like either the month after or something like that. I want to feel that I'm connected to this channel. So I did change my name. So it used to be Back to Basics Homestead. And I've realized that the homestead niche and content is dying. I don't know why. It shouldn't be, because food is so expensive. And there's also many people doing it. So I'm having a hard time with like all the competition. So I've been wanting to do this for like 2 years. So I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I might go down to 2 videos and 1 live, and then maybe like 1 how-to if here and there. And it's like living by the season. So in the summer, it might be a little bit more of adventures, and in the winter also, if I can figure out winter sports that we can do. I did find snowshoes at Costco. So we might invest in that and try to find free places we can go. Because that's something I really enjoyed about paddleboarding. There's a lot. Okay, yeah, the equipment is expensive. So the board is expensive. I bought a kayaking paddle, which was an investment. And then there's like security things involved, the life jacket, the whistle, there's a rope that you need. There's like certain a safety kit, precaution kit, and then other stuff like that. So yes, that initial part is expensive, but once that is paid, you just drive to the water, bring your lunch, and it's free. So snowshoeing was an option. And when I went to Costco the other day, I saw snowshoes for kids that are adjustable. And I'm like, that could be something very interesting. Snowshoes. We love to go walking in the snow, and I need to train Luna maybe to come with us and have fun. But it isn't like an investment to start. But since we got invested into kayaking, I might just wait for the year-end sale. Little Marcus stopped by. Right, you got busy and spend time with yes and no. I spend time a lot with the family, but more with me. I've been spending and investing a lot more time in myself, in what I want to do, what I want to become. Maybe call it midlife crisis. Live when you don't have a video. I haven't figured out that part yet. So there are months that has 5 weeks. And I think there's 2 or 3 months that has 5 weeks. And then the rest has 4 weeks. Does that make sense? So 4 times 12. No. There's more than... There's 52 weeks. So there's 4 months that has 5 weeks. Hold on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, January has 5 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, I get it. So there's months that has like 4.5, and then there's months that have 5. Okay, so I don't know yet. I think I'm gonna decide on... Mallory used to do this, like the second Wednesday night of every month she does a live. So I might do that and then decide every 2 weeks to have a video. Something like that. Um, YouTube does not like me at the moment. So whatever I do in English, they don't like me. I don't know if it's because I got one strike in 2 copyright problems that they don't push out my content, or is it because I'm in Canada, or is it, I don't know. So I made a test. So I think I started posting on my French channel about 90 days ago, and I was posting the same content in English, the same content in French. And in French, I was booming. And in English, I was like, dum, dum, dum. It was not working. And I was like, using all the techniques that I've learned. So you need to do the TubeBuddy thing, you need to do the tags, the keywords, the this, the that, blah, blah. And I was actually, my last video, I spent about, I would say at least 30 minutes online checking for high keywords and all the things to make my video stand out. It didn't work. So something I'm either doing that YouTube does not like, or just simply YouTube does not like me. Or there could be a third option and I have no idea. But all I know is that regardless of what I'm doing, it's not working. My average watch time and my every 28-day time are going low, 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 low all the time. I did take the entire summer off. So July, August, I didn't publish that much. I think I was only doing shorts. Was it July? When? Yeah. The last video I posted was July 19th, and then I did a live announcing my car problems. And then, like, I had 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3 over the summer, and then the rest it was just short content. I didn't even do lives. I stopped when I had my car problems. My entire world came to a halt. Is YouTube happy with 2 videos per month? I feel like they don't push out my content. Yeah. So obviously they don't know what to do with me. I've done every single mistake you can. So I started content in a niche that was very highly there's a lot of competition. That was a high problem, I should say. So homesteading niche was very, very popular. So I had to find a way to make myself shine through all of that. And then you're supposed to choose 3 subjects within that niche that you want to explore. So technically, I should have done gardening, canning, and pantry, let's just say. But I didn't do that. Like, I was going that, I was going there, I was going this, I was going that. It was like all over the place. And then I was taking breaks, and then I was coming back, and then I changed my name. So I did every single mistake you can possibly do. There's actually a part of me that's considering just for the I'm still going to keep Back to Basics with Annie. That channel will remain. It's my community. I've worked so hard with it. But the reason why I started YouTube was to either make an income from YouTube or open doors to actually have an income to help out with bills and to get ourselves out of debt. So that was like the main goal. So part of me wants to take my old footage and just sit down, maybe with a friend, and explore and use one niche with 3 subjects, make all my videos, and then have like this uploading schedule and stick to it. Maybe like have 6 months worth of videos uploaded and then work on it slowly. I've been debating back and forth, and I don't have the answer yet. So basically, I'm sharing content right now on the platform for you guys, the community. And I'm hoping that my French channel will pick up. And I'm halfway through monetization. So my French just hit 1K subs today on the 20th of December. I was super excited, and I actually have 50% of the requirements now, and maybe within the next 4 months I can reach monetization on the French one. So if the French one can open doors for me into the main goal was to pay out our debts and like have like vacation and invest within the homestead. That was like the goal that we wanted. I still haven't reached that goal, but it would be nice in 2025 to reach that goal so that at least we can pay off our debt and get Fred working less. I wanted him to stop working 70 hours a week because 70 hours a week is a lot. So that was like the main reason why we started YouTube, so that I can replace part of his income. I'm having a salad. Awesome! MG104 videos for the year. So you've published 104 videos this year. Is that Tammy? And something, I only do one video a week, but I feel like I get dinged if I one video a week is great. I had a dream about gladiola flowers last night. Flowers. Is it snowing where you are right now? Can't schedule a plant video that hasn't grown either. Like a lot of things, it's a marathon. Yeah. Okay, so car. I think I did share it. I lost my car for 8 weeks. No. I brought my car in on the 1st of July. And I got my car back just before school. Yeah, I think it was 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so the final result of the car, my motor blew. And then they tried to order it. They got it, and then something broke. The ignition, and that was covered by the warranty. And then they called me back, and they said the alternator died. That's not covered. I had to pay for that. And then I had to pay for the rental. And he's like, since it took so much time, we're going to make a deal when you come pick up your car. So it cost us a lot. Even though it could have cost us way more. So motors today, brand new. I have a brand new motor in my car. It's a 2015. And I have a brand new motor. I have a year of warranty on all of the parts and all of the things that they've done. But my car is still 200,000 kilometers. So I have like a new motor, but I still have parts that I have to change. Like the brakes needs to get changed. There's a lot of work that needs to get done, but I do have a new motor on it. It did cost us a lot. It was mainly all of our savings. But it didn't cost us like a brand new motor. I don't know what I've done. I cried so much when I saw my car on the flatbed. I cried. We only have one car. And it was my freedom. My freedom was taken away from me with that car. The first 2 weeks we had a convertible, as old as I am, car that's manual. I couldn't drive it, so I had to bring the kids to camp and bike. And then I had an old pickup truck that was lended to me, which was fine for local driving, but nothing big. I had that for 2 weeks. And then I was presented with the opportunity to rent a car for a certain amount per day. And I'm like, we're just going to figure it out at the end. And then I got a brand new Kia. I think it was a 2020 or 2019. And I got that. And then they called me. He's like, look, we need your car because there's a part on it. We need it to go pick up some parts. I can't remember exactly why. So he's like, okay, I'm just going to bring you another Kia. You don't have to do anything. Just, we're going to come pick it up and we're going to give you another one until yours is ready. I had that last one for a week. That one was cool. And then I went to pick it up, and while I was driving back home, yes, it's an old shoe. So it's a 2015. There's no technology in my car. Like the only electric things that I have is my mirrors and like the doors. I have base model 2015, and I was driving a 2023 when I went there. So everything's electrical in those cars. And when I came back home, I was grateful. My car's paid. I don't have car payments. But it was taken away from me for so long. There's no words of how much gratitude I felt when I was in my car. And losing it reminded me of what was important. Yes, I had a car. I was like not left like on foot. But it did cost us our entire savings. Well, most of our savings. And that's why monetization for us, at least for my French one, will help replenish what we've used to pay for the car. I am monetized on English. So Back to Basics with Annie is monetized. I don't make much, but it is monetized. My French one, Vive Simplement avec Annie, is 50% on its way to being monetized. So that's my car story. So another thing I have learned, and it's me being wise, and it actually goes with stop doing what brings you sadness and anger and do things that brings you joy. When you sacrifice, so I stopped working. Cedric is going to be 8 in February. So I stopped working 9 years ago. My salary stopped coming in 8 years ago. So I make nothing. I'm a stay-at-home mom, homesteader. My salary is the food that I bring in and whatever my English channel provides and whatever I have for the kids. The government gives us money for the kids. One is every 3 months, one is every month. So that's my salary. So when you sacrifice for so long, you lose track of a lot of things. Yeah, he used to work 70 hours a week. Now it's more around 60, 55, 60. But like when I stopped working 9 years ago, it was 70 hours a week. Then he went down to 65. Then he went down to 60. But there are some weeks that he can reach up to 70 hours. The thing is that his phone doesn't stop working. So his truck is parked here, but his phone still rings. And his email still comes in. So let's just say he works in his truck for a certain amount of time. I'll be out to bottom of the hour. What does that mean? I lost track. So that means when he answers the phone, he answers the email, he's still working. Because like he has to go through his notes, he has to go through his schedule, he has to go through his emails, he's still working. So I'll be out bottom of the hour at 12:30. Okay, well I have to leave soon. Because Fred's going to arrive with the grocery. That's what he was calling me for. He said he was going to the grocery store, so he's might show up soon. What was I going to say? So yeah, so my goal is to bring his hours down so that he can actually have like a normal schedule. 50 hours is normally what he used to work, 50 to 55 hours. That would be like perfect. So he would be able to help me out a little bit more around the house, a little bit more around the homestead, the homework, and all of that. And I was going to say, sacrificing, after you sacrifice so much, you kind of lose track of who you are and who you want to become, because you're always in that fight or flight mode, survival mode, and you kind of forget to live. And living is important. You were talking about how he worked in his truck and the phone. Yeah, well, the phone keeps ringing. It's ridiculous. When he's home, like, he's going to arrive maybe around within the next half hour. His phone is going to ring and emails are going to come in up till 5 o'clock tonight. But he started at 4. He started at 4 o'clock today. That's a long day. But he's going to be off for 3 weeks. So people are going to bombard him nonstop until he just closes his phone. I think I'm going to be like so happy. I'm going to take his phone, I'm going to close it and put it in the drawer for 3 weeks. That's going to be so cool. Well, thanks. Happy holidays to you too. I'm going to say one last thing I'm doing that I'm changing. That I share it more on my friend's channel, self-care, like mind, body, and soul. I bought myself a planner. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a self-care planner. And I'm making myself a priority. Moms have a tendency of doing that. We kind of go on the back burner and we stop taking care of ourselves, and we are put into a position that we have to choose between ourselves and something else. And that's something I'm going to change next year. No ringing in your ears too. Sliding out. Oh, I missed a comment. By the way, you're sliding out. That must be fun. Sliding. Anyone wants to share anything before I go? I did share a lot. My street is very busy today. Like, there's like so many people passing in front of my house. Take care. I can stay maybe like 5 more minutes. I hope to start prepping in January. Ooh, I shared that if you're in Canada, Echo Seed is having a 25% sale. And I wanted to check if any responded to me. No. So Echo Seed Bank is in Canada. They have a 25% off right now. If you want to start, I'm going to start planning my garden probably in January. There's a lot of things I'm going to do differently. I still have like some decisions to take. I don't know if I'm going to grow as much tomatoes as I did, because I have a tendency of like having all these lovely plants and then I transplant them, and then at one point I can't keep up with all the work, and then I go into that phase of procrastination. Is that how you say it? And I just go, I just give up because it's way too much. So I think I'm going to do what I did this, like maybe like a hybrid version of what I did this year. I bought tomatoes. I think I bought 3 cases of tomatoes. I think those were 50 pounds each. I did buy pepper plants. I'm probably going to do exactly the same thing this year. And I did buy my onion seedlings also because I'm short on space. I don't think Fred will be able to do my crawl space downstairs because we're going to do, in those old homes, it's like a door in the floor. You open it and then there's stairs. That's what we'll be doing. So I don't know if I will be able to do the hole into the floor and then do the staircase and then like prep for the spring. If I am able to do that, I probably will have 2 growing spaces. If not, I'm maybe gonna have 1.5. And I'm just gonna buy onion seedlings, the cabbage seedlings. I'm just gonna buy them. Obviously, they're the ones that are rare, like conic cabbages that I like to grow. I'm just probably gonna grow them, like maybe like 12 of each, and adjust from there because I don't know if I'll have all that much space. I brought houseplants too, but I think I brought spiders in as well because there's like little things moving on them right now. So I have to use my black soap. Yes, last day. Yeah, so he was supposed to finish very early today. And then he gets a call. He's like, you have to go there. It's a service call. And we've sent 2 people there. They don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. And he had to go. So he finished an hour and a half later. It's always like that. And they get him, oh, it's on your way home. You can go. It's going to be a fast fix. And yeah, it's always like that. I am hoping for my spring tulips I forgot to plant my spring tulips. I wanted to plant some, but it's going to be a plan for this fall. I wanted to plant some in front, but I forgot, and then it was too late. Oh, is that him telling me that he's on his way? No, it's not him. Yes, I am hungry too. And I'm having cheese for dinner. For lunch. A little cheese platter. Pizza left over. We're having pizza tonight. So normally we have pizza on Friday. I think it's going to be Friday the 21st. We're going to have it Friday the 28th. So those are the 2 last pizzas of this year. Pizza night, Fridays. I didn't do groceries this week, so I don't have that much leftovers because I know that there's going to be so much food going left and right soon. So I'm trying to empty the freezers and create meals with what I have here. You too. Take care. And I don't know if we have Messenger and all, but you can write to me if you want to exchange ideas, by the way. If you're in a content creator blockade, you need help. I just realized I've been on for almost 2 hours. So if you didn't hit that little thumbs up, please do before you go. And it is lunchtime and I am getting hungry. So I'm going to say to everyone, if I don't talk to you before Christmas, Merry Christmas. And if I can't do a live on New Year's, Happy New Year. I wish you all the best. Health first. Lots of joy, happiness, and everything that you desire. Well, thank you. Welcome, by the way. To you, I wish that to you, to your loved ones. I hope you have good food over the holidays and you get to gather with the people that you love and you get to squish them. Big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.